Hello everyone and welcome to the last episode of Leatherneck Insider for the spring semester. I'm Nathaniel Rogers.
And I'm Jonathan Kirchner. The polls have closed for Athlete of the Year. Leatherneck Insider reporter Patrick Cummings got to speak to this year's winner.
Hello everyone, welcome into our Leatherneck Insider Athlete of the Year. I'm joined here by Casey Carswell. Casey, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good myself. How does it feel to win Athlete of the Year?
Yeah, it feels good. Obviously, there was a lot of great athletes up in the running, and the opportunity to be here today, getting interviewed after winning it, I mean, it's a great opportunity.
And you were going up against, Mont Facet, Mina Castro, you won the award. Now, what were your biggest takeaways from last season as a freshman? What were the biggest lessons you were able to learn?
Right, yeah. I mean, biggest thing is just coming from high school, it's just a lot faster, honestly. I mean, and then cerebrally, I mean, in the head, it's a lot harder on the field than in high school. In high school, you kind of just go out, run ball plays. Here, it's a lot more thinking and a lot more high-level coverages and high-level defenses.
All right, now next year will be your sophomore year. What are you looking forward to in your sophomore year?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get better every day. I mean, obviously right now, like Coach Davis says, we're entering the third quarter, which is our summer. And I think just got to get bigger, stronger, faster, and that's what the summer's all about. And then when we get into fall camp, that's when football really hits the ground.
That's Casey Carswell. This is Patrick Cummings reporting Leatherneck Insider.
Thanks, Patrick, and congrats to quarterback Casey Carswell on winning Athlete of the Year. Let's get started with some highlights from this year's Bruce Craddock spring football game. The Western Illinois football team had their annual spring game this past Saturday at Hanson Field. As players began doing warm-ups, quarterback Casey Carswell got the arm warmed up, throwing passes to his new receivers from this past offseason. Head coach Joe Davis was a part of the opening coin flip with two-time Super Bowl champion Colin Saunders and other Western alumni came to support the team. In the first quarter, QB Tanner Zielinski, with pressure in his face, scrambles, gets to open field, crosses the plane, and scores on the opening touchdown of the game for Team Purple. QB Gage Sturgeon throws an arching pass to wide receiver Jacob Kanyan down the sideline for the second touchdown of the game. Following that, Team Purple gets to the goal line again, but it's running back Avery Knight that finishes off the drive for another touchdown as Team Purple extends their lead. In the second quarter, OVC Freshman Offensive Player of the Year, Casey Carswell rips a pass to wide receiver Cam Edwards for the first down, but they are stopped on that drive. It's freshman wide receiver Morgan Curie catching this ball as it was dropped in the bucket for him. It gets Team Purple to the red zone. But at the goal line, the Leatherneck offense is stuffed and does not convert on the fourth down. As Team Purple goes on to beat Team Gold, but overall shows off a young, hungry football team going into next fall. The Leathernecks start their season in a home opener on August 27th against Northwestern College.
Let's head over to the Diamond for some softball highlights during this senior day. On April 26th, Leatherneck softball celebrated 5 graduating seniors before hosting their third and final game of a 3-game series against the Lindenwood Lions. We'll start this game in the 5th inning with the Leathernecks up by 1. Bases are loaded, and senior Maria Luna sends one down the left field line that hits off third base. 2 runs come in to score on the RBI single. Then still in the 5th inning, Allie Williams at the plate, and she pops one up into left field for the RBI single, sending the Leathernecks up by 5. Now moving into the 6th inning, now up with the Leathernecks by 4. 2025 Co-Player of the Year, Peyton Brown lines one into center field that finds its way over the wall into the scoreboard for the 2-run homer, putting the Leathernecks up by 6. Staying up in the 6th inning with the bases loaded, senior Riley German hits a single out to left field. 2 runs come in to score, and the Leathernecks finish this game 11-3. The Leathernecks advance to 13-29 overall, 8-15 in conference, putting them 2.5 games ahead of Morehead State for the last spot in the OVC tournament. They'll play their final game of a regular season in a doubleheader against SIUE today, with the first pitch set for noon. We also want to congratulate all 5 graduating seniors on an outstanding performance this year.
We'll talk about the other diamond, track and field, and Western's big day of giving when we come back here on Leatherneck Insider.
the spark that started on the prairies of Western Illinois. From a bell tower which stood as a new beacon of knowledge for all to see, to the cranes that swing over campus today, advancing our vision to inspire, educate, and lead. That spark ignited a legacy of students using their talents and perseverance to make the world a better place in ways big and small. In this 125th year, we celebrate the remarkable journey of Western Illinois University, a milestone marked by dedication, boundless ambition, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. We have pushed the envelope far beyond what our founders could have imagined. We have broken new ground, set records, and made discoveries. Whatever challenges we have faced over the years, we grow stronger from them and evolve. We remain devoted to our fighting Leatherneck spirit, the spirit of the underdog that fuels creativity, generosity, and determination. Leathernecks can be found in communities across the state, the country, and the world, doing their part to be a positive force wherever they go. Today, in Macomb and the Quad Cities, students from all walks of life meet to share ideas and aspirations. Our students bring new perspectives and aim to be part of something bigger than themselves. The Leatherneck legacy lives inside these walls and in all of us. Together, we are marching on.
Welcome back to Salee Hall. The Leatherneck baseball team was able to capture another series win this past weekend, winning 2 out of 3 games against Tennessee Tech. In Game 1, the Leathernecks were down 2-1 through 4 innings until the offense pushed across 4 runs in the 5th inning to take a 5-2 lead. Gage Hoover brought in 2 more insurance runs in the 7th inning to capture an 8-6 victory. In Game 2, the Leathernecks would fall 10-2 and would allow 3 home runs to Tennessee Tech. Creighton Morse and Wandell Campana drove in the runs for Western. In the rubber match, both teams exchanged a couple runs in the middle innings until Tennessee Tech would score in the 8th inning to take a 3-2 lead. In the top of the 9th, Cameron Link would pinch hit for Tyler Large and come up with a clutch ground rule double to knot it up at 3. Shortly after, Creighton Morse would score on a wild pitch to give WIU the 4-3 lead. Eric Rawlings would hold Tennessee Tech scoreless in the bottom half of the inning to secure the save and victory. The baseball team is back in action today, hosting Game 2 of a 3-game series against UT Martin at 1 p.m.
Freshman pole vaulter Kelly Fern has had an exciting start to her collegiate career, most recently winning the event at the KIPP John Varn Open. My partner Nathaniel Rogers has more.
WIU pole vaulter Kelly Fern won the pole vault at the KIPP Jan Vern Open. I was able to talk to her about the difference from high school to Division I.
It's been pretty significant, especially with the amount of work I'm doing and the event-specific training I'm doing. In high school, it was a lot more spread out. I would do sprints, a little long jump, and so it wasn't very event-specific. And then now coming to college, it's everything's tailored towards pole vault and getting me better with pole vault. Lifts, sprints-wise, everything is just tailored directly to what I need for my event, as well as competition has got a lot harder. In high school, I didn't see a lot of competitors that were challenging me until about regional, sectionals, like state sort of time. So now having that every single meet, it's been a lot more, but it's been a lot better with pushing me to get better, which has been really nice.
She then talked about the motivation that her teammates bring her.
My teammates, I've never had teammates who are vaulting the same as me. I would usually vault kind of with the boys on my team because it was more comparable to like what I was vaulting. But now all the girls are at my height or higher, and it's just been such a good push to have teammates who like know the struggles of putting in so much effort and then trying to get the results back. And like they help push me and I help push them, and it's just been really good that way.
She had mentioned some people call her delusional for her goals. She explains that in a story.
I would like to say that it's been kind of the same. My freshman year in high school, one of my really close friends, I told her I really want to qualify for state this year. And as a freshman who just started pole vaulting, that is very delusional. And she's like, Kelly, you're not doing that. Love her to death, but she was just being realistic with me. but that has always kind of kept going with me with stuff like that. My goals are kind of crazy. And I did end up qualifying for state freshman year, so proved her wrong. But no, I've always had that sort of, I want to have higher goals of myself, and I want to have goals that people think are crazy. Because if I have goals that people think are like realistic, I don't think I'm setting them high enough. Those are just stepping stones to the main goal of what I want to do. And in college, of course, that goal is school record and or qualifying for nationals. And that is very delusional at this moment, but it's like I need to have those delusions to push me forward. So it's just having those goals and putting them as high as they can be. It's just, I know I can qualify and I know I can get to that. It'll just take some time to get there.
My final question was how she'd like her freshman campaign to finish.
For the rest of the season, since I've been dealing with a lot of mental blocks in practice and in some competitions, my main goal now is to just find the fun in it again and just do as well as I can. My training's there, my technique is there. It's all about just being confident in myself and confident that I know what to do. With these next couple of meets, I really, really want to PR. Although that may seem crazy, a lot of freshmen don't PR their first year in college. I really think I can, and I really think I could. So this next couple of meets, I really want to get over that 3.85 mark, which is around like 12.8, and my PR in high school is 12.6. So it's not too much of a crazy goal, but it's just something that I know I can do. And as the season comes to a close, we have conference, and I would really love to podium my conference, no matter what place.
Reporting for Leatherneck Insider, I'm Nathaniel Rogers.
Thanks, Nathaniel, and good luck to Kelly and the track and field team this weekend as they compete in the Musco Twilight in Iowa City, Iowa.
Western Illinois Athletics is celebrating a big win off the court. This past Friday, Western Challenge raised more than $132,000 from 160 donors in support of Leatherneck student athletes. Leading the way were men's and women's basketball programs, combining for over $85,000. Women's basketball topped all teams with just over $53,000, while the men added nearly $32,000. Athletic Director Paul Bubb praised the strong response from donors and said the momentum will continue with the ongoing Leatherneck Club membership drive. The funds will go towards scholarship, facilities, travel, and overall program development. University-wide, the Western Challenge brought in more than $400,000 from over 1,000 donors, a strong show of support for Leatherneck Athletics and the WIU community.
Women's track and field athlete Malia Houston had a recent success at the Meet of Champions. Leatherneck Insider reporter Glenn Novak has the story.
WIU women's track and field athlete Malia Houston won the 1500 meter at the Meet of Champions and talked about what it means going into the final part of the season.
It feels really good at this time in the season to be where I'm at, just heading into conference. And I don't run the 1500 a ton, so it was a good confidence boost that I'll be running that at conference, and then I'm kind of where I need to be for that.
Houston reflected on winning the 4x4 event as well.
I always think the relays are a lot of fun just because it's a group effort. It was a pretty cold, windy meet, so the fact that we were able to push through that was really nice. And then heading into conference, we have that camaraderie, and we'll be able to perform well at conference, hopefully.
Houston talked about what she will be focusing on before conference play.
So we have 2 more meets until conference. I think just continuing to push the times down heading into conference will be really important for us, and to prepare for that long week of conference will be important. So I'm excited for the opportunity this weekend. I'll have one event, so I'm glad that I can really put all my efforts into that one and hopefully get a PR this weekend.
I'm Glenn Novak. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Glenn. Good luck to Malia Houston and the women's track and field team this weekend. Well, I graduate in, less than 10 days? No, 2 weeks, give or take. So this will be my last show for Leatherneck Insider, and I just want to say a quick thank you to this program, all of the people, and the opportunities that it's given me, and it will be very dearly missed. But Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at InsiderWIU. And for our entire crew, and one last time, I'm Jonathan Kirchner.
And I'm Nathaniel Rogers. Have a great summer, Leatherneck Nation.